Hello, everybody.
Welcome to App All Night, everybody. I'm Jake Smith, and this beautiful man is TJ Oleson.
Hello. We are going to have a great show tonight, everybody. I'm just so excited for...
Whoa. Calm down. Coming off way too eager. Makes you look kind of ugly, buddy. In the nicest way, you know.
Okay, we don't have to get personal.
I'm humbling you, but more importantly, toughening you up for when the audience is going to inevitably be cruel to you tonight.
Don't quit your day job, Ginger.
Okay.
See, it happens to everybody.
To everybody, did this happen to you starting out?
Ah, yes. Indeed, my mentor did the exact same thing to me.
Mentor? Who was it?
Life, TJ. Life.
Oh, what's up, Connor? How you doing, buddy? Oh. What was that?
Life hurts, baby.
Yeah.
That was life, TJ. Slapping you right in the face when you least expected it.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you feel now?
Not so great.
Yeah, you feel almost defeated.
Yes, I do. As a matter of fact, I do.
Then you are ready, young grasshopper.
What? How?
You have nothing to lose if you already feel defeated.
Okay, that makes sense in an unhealthy kind of way.
It's the only way I live, or more importantly, how I survive. Will you embark on this journey with me, TJ?
Sure.
Fantastic. We have a great show for you tonight. Make sure you stay around for the Dune Sea games and more. But now for our first musical guest. I can't see. It's blurry. Perhaps. Now we're talking.
Now we're talking.
I look like a really cool Mr. Rogers.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'll give you sweater recommendations. Like, nah, man, this material, you gonna
What's
shave.
your name?
My name is Mr. Comfy, TJ.
And I'm TJ, aka Lil Snuggy.
Why do you suppose we go by these dope names?
I'm glad you asked, Mr. Comfy, because our number one goal, which we're obviously doing a great job, is to make the audience feel comfortable. And as such, are we feeling comfortable tonight? Obviously not. You guys are way too loud, okay? So can you please quiet it down? And are we feeling comfortable now? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, now listen up, y'all. You're gonna be tempted to stand up and bang your heads to this dope beat coming up, but you gotta promise me you're gonna stay seated. You're gonna stay comfy.
This song is dedicated to all the ladies out there. You've had an exhausting day. We just want to get home, relax, eat some ice cream, and watch Friends for the 8th time.
Yeah! Woo. Can we turn up, DJ, please? Okay. Rough day at work. Her boss was being a jerk, constantly making a mess, causing her all of this stress. All of her buttons are pressed, only been trying her best. Wants to go home and just rest. While she all up in her grill, who needs to chill before it gets real, or I'll lose it and go for the kill. But I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna help her relax. Maybe I'll draw her a bath. Maybe I'll make her some tea. Don't even charge her a fee. You know I do it for free. Some to a B, oh so Z, and so happy, rubbing your feet. Now she's asleep, only a peek. You can call me.
Mr. Comfy, cover with blankets from her head down to her toes and stuffing comfy. Mr. Comfy, Mr. Comfy,
Fill that bubble bath up with Pepsi, salt, and roses. Fluffy socks she's wearing, but I can't stop staring. Life without comfort is some motherfucking bear and sharing weighted blankets, talking heated, undefeated in the game. Know my name, Lil Snuggy, got a puppy. Her onesie with fattest beats, freshest sheets on these streets. With my homie, Mr. Comfy, undeniably, terrified me, best in the biz, great with kids, super loving future, a liquor is an oven, 350. Wait for the beat, only ready, let it cool down, best in town, give us a crown, we are the kings, merchandise things, make no mistake, haters be fake, baker and cake, got the best bombs, they're our best friends, till the end, they race as well, can you not tell?
Comfy, Mr. Comfy, Mr. Comfy, cover with blankets from her head down to her toes and stuffing comfy. Mr. Comfy, Mr. Comfy.
playing it. Paper mills, I'm making it. Watch Netflix, we chillin', but only with our feelings. Hot cocoa, we sippin', without it spillin'. Fulfill all wishes, I do the dishes. Butterfly kisses, the popcorn is poppin', the beat is droppin'. I make her comfy, there ain't no stopping.
Now to a cozy smoking coffee, Mr. Coffee, Mr. Coffee,
Get a fluffy sweater, gonna make a lot of chat. Extra better, gets better, gonna get it what I said when I'm stacking or racking, when I'm packing, maybe cheesy, easy, greasy, or stupid. I'm picking all the flicks and never stopping when I'm watching around Judy, she cutie, or Charlotte, my rhyme, my tongue never needed. Speedy, Mr. Speedy on the mic. On that note, that's all she wrote. I say goodbye, Mr. Nice Guy, maybe shot, cannot deny. I'll send flowers to your wife. Thank you.
These are not prescription.
Woo!
I'll be honest, TJ, I don't know how our guest performers are going to top that. That was riveting. They can't stay seated harder.
I know, right? We kind of killed it, didn't we?
Indeed. But as they say, the show must go on. What a better way to continue the show than with a nice bribe for the audience.
Oh yeah, so
Our
we
first
have a
raffle.
hat ready.
Bring us the hat.
We got the raffle.
Not this really cool hat, a different cool hat. Oh, great. Thank you.
All right. Here we go. First lucky audience member.
It's beautiful. You can't get this app gear anywhere else except where we got it. If you want something like this, you've got to walk like a quarter mile that way and pay for it. Or you could win it right now.
So I'm going to try and read this. Handwriting's a little bit. Alexis
You're on your own, pal.
Congratulations!
Don't spend it all in one place. Right?
Enjoy.
Okay, great.
Okay, cool.
That worked. We should have bribed them at the beginning, then they would have been excited for Mr.
Indeed.
Comfy. All right, it's now that time, people. That's right, our recurring segment that we will only do once called Graduation Anticipation.
Graduation anticipation.
What was that?
It's like, you know, on the Tonight Show, what the Roots do when they introduce the segments with the songs.
You could not be further from the roots there, pal. All right, for our next segment, we call...
Anticipation graduation.
Sure. TJ.
Here we
All
are.
right, take a seat. TJ and I will be answering your burning questions you have regarding graduation and entering the world of adulthood that we are very qualified for.
Yes, being the obviously qualified and esteemed gentlemen that we are, we thought it was in our best interest to move you through the next chapters of your lives, to prepare you to be the upstanding citizens we know you can be.
You ready?
Yes. First question.
Go ahead. This is a great start.
Okay, here we go.
We don't like your question.
Yeah. How does car insurance work? Ooh.
All right. Now, from my limited knowledge of car insurance, I believe a gecko is involved somehow.
Indeed.
I'm not sure how. It's just animals. Perhaps a goose, an Aflac.
Yeah.
How do you think they picked a goose for their mascot? I've never looked at a goose and thought, classic, Aflac.
Well, I mean, I think it was because of the sound, like Affleck.
Do geese sound like that? I've never gotten close enough with a goose to ask, but I've never heard a goose go, Aflac.
Oh, it's a duck?
A duck? No, we got ducks out there. They don't look anything like Aflac. Those ducks are like the size of my boot, and Aflac's like a whole
That's why
unit.
It's called duck pond. I
Right.
get it now. Next question. You're welcome for that answer. How on earth do I get a job as an art major?
We're up here. You think we can answer that properly? Yeah, we're just gonna do a hard pass. Don't turn to stand-up comedy.
Ooh,
How does one go about getting engaged?
Well, everyone seems to acknowledge the fact that I am engaged. Thank you. I use that everywhere to get applause. Like I'll be in McDonald's and, by the way, offer number 4, and I'm engaged, and everyone in the just round of applause. So the first step is to find a suitable mate. Make sure that mate is like thinking you're suitable as well. Not love. Love is too overrated, pal. Suitable is where it's at. It's more not like I can't wait to spend the rest of my life with you. It's more like we're on the same wavelength here. There's none of this motion. So find that person, and then find a romantic setting that you can talk about later in your stand-up specials. I proposed on the top of a cruise ship overlooking Mexico at sunset, which is quite romantic. You're right. What was less romantic is that there was an old couple playing shuffleboard behind us, cussing like sailors. They said things that I cannot repeat on TV, just infer old people on a Carnival cruise. Carnival cruises are death traps. I don't care if I can't say that on TV. So find a nice place, find a suitable person, and hope for a yes. Good question. Ask me more relevant things about hats from 1940. Thank you.
Next question. What is a 401k? Ooh, I can answer this.
I'm glad.
So, I like to think of a 401k as like a lifelong marathon. It's like 401,000 miles precisely. And the way the marathon works is, so starting out in the job field, you start your marathon kilometer 1, and then you keep going until you're ready to retire or at 401,000 miles. And the donations and the proceeds of that 401k goes to your retirement.
Well, that was actually informative. That wasn't just funny. That taught me something.
Yeah.
Good question, good answer. This is a fun game. Thank you. Hey, do another one. Maybe there's another marketing question there. Or retirement. I don't know.
Now what? Good question.
We've been asking ourselves that for hours now. I think right now we're asking ourselves that. Let's go to the next question. That's what.
How do you function without a roommate?
I feel like these questions are directed at me.
Oh yeah, to give you a little backstory, Jake's cat recently got evicted.
Now, yes, while that is very true, and it happened 2 days ago, Cashew is a big orange cat, and he's a big orange cat. He knows how big he is. Cashew was essentially my roommate. When you live alone and you have a cat, you have a roommate. He'd sleep right in front of my face, so I'd wake up and just see orange. So because he's so big, I would just scoot him off the bed. He'd hit the ground and start to skid. And he'd look at me he'd look back at me like, do you know who I am? I am Cashew. I live here. You can't do that. So he'd jump back up when I'd do it again, and he would stop and I'm serious. I'm gonna sleep on your face, because I am Cashew. And I was like, you can't open a cabinet. Don't. We're not on the same playing field, buddy.
Let's give a one clap for Cashew.
No, do not give a warm clap to Cashew. Because when he jumped back up and sat on my face, I knocked him down again, and he looked at me and just threw up.
Let's give another clap for Cashew.
He looked at me and just threw up, and I was like, you know what you did. So that day, I took half his food and poured it back into the bag and stared at him. I was like, well, we learned. You respect me and my home. But I was talking to a cat, so I don't deserve respect. Next question. Cashew.
How do I find meaning and purpose? Easy. Well, I assume your friends' names are Meaning and Purpose, and you were recently in a game of hide and seek. And I think the best way to look for them is existentially. You look for yourself in the process. You say, where am I? What was the question again?
I don't know. We did not plan this for me to have fun answers and him to be informative and philosophical. That was not planned. But
I think the job is you keep philosophically talking, metaphorically, and you eventually find your answer as you go along.
It's like your sentence
This
is
long
buffering.
and lonely road, but you get to choose the path as
All
you
right,
choose the
we're
stars.
going to our next segment. Thank you very much. I think they're ready to take on the world. Don't you think so, TJ?
Oh yes, the world is their oyster now. Do you guys feel like the world's your oyster? You got this thing?
Well, that's about fair. I do think there's one more lesson that we can teach them, TJ.
Oh yes, indeed.
All right.
Let's roll the clip, I suppose.
Why do you get to say roll the clip? I wasn't supposed to say roll
Okay,
the
you
clip.
can say roll the clip.
Okay. I'll say it when I'm ready. Don't say it. Don't say it.
I can say it.
If you say it, I'm going to lose it. I'm going to lose it. Roll the clip.
Roll the clip!
Ah.
Alfred, I'm home. You wouldn't believe what a great day it's been. I ran into the Riddler again, solved all 3 of his riddles. There were about 20 casualties or so. But other than that, it's been a perfect... No. No! Alfred! Get down here now, Alfred! Alfred!
What is it, Master Bruce? What is it?
I think the Batcave's been broken into!
Oh, I knew that CPI security was a ripoff. Luke Hickley is so full of...
What are we gonna do, Alfred? I'm freaking out!
Calm down, Batman. Breathe. Shh. Breathe in. Oh my god, what is that smell? It's absolutely putrid. It smells putrid.
I don't know what that word means, Alfred! We need to call the cops!
Master Bruce, if you're stressed, calm down. Think a little bit, Master Bruce.
Oh! Right. What am I doing? I'm the world's greatest detective. I'll just track down the perpetrator myself. To the back computer! Blast! The computer is completely destroyed! I can't do anything without it!
Hold this number, and I'm going to run upstairs and get some Febreze. Call the number, Master Bruce.
Fine.
Hi, thank you for calling Super Nationwide. We're on every superhero side. This is Bill Flanagan here. Today we're having a special deal on dental. It's 20% off with the purchase of our natural disaster premium. Would you like to make a claim today?
No. No, thank you. I was told to call this number. My residence was broken into.
And can you describe your location?
Sure, it's, dark, intimidating, cave-like, and really, really cool looking. Oh, and it's surrounded by all these waterfalls and...
Sorry, I meant as in, damages or any lost items. Can you just walk me through what happened in as much detail as possible?
Well, my back computer is completely destroyed, there's claw marks all over it, and I suspect Catwoman was involved.
How big are the claw marks, sir?
Like, really, really tiny.
Uh-huh, and how many scratch marks would you guess there are on the keyboard?
I don't know, like at least 50? She must have been really angry too, because I think she left her droppings all over the keyboard when she finished clawing it up.
Okay, and what else was damaged, sir?
And all of my gadgets, including my grappling hook and smoke bombs, are completely water damaged, but I have them in dry rice right now.
Uh-huh, and anything else?
Everything smells really bad in here. I reckon it was the Joker. He must have thought it'd be funny to drop a stink bomb or something.
Okay, sir, I think I know what the problem is.
Really? What is it?
From what I'm gathering, your computer...
Bat computer.
Your bat computer was clawed up by a colony of bats and then crapped on by them.
Okay. I can see how that would make sense. But what about my gadgets?
You said earlier that there were waterfalls in your cave?
Yeah, of course I have waterfalls. It's so I can make really, really cool entrances. I always jump my Batmobile through this giant waterfall, and then it, like, splashes everywhere before I park it in. Oh. I see.
You catch on quick, don't you, sir?
But Why does everything smell so bad then?
Well, if I were to guess from this conversation alone, I would probably say it's a mix between the bat excrement and the excess buildup of mildew from the waterfalls of your facility. And that's probably just the tip of the iceberg for why your poorly structured home smells so bad.
Well, this has been very eye-opening. You ain't, by chance, happen to have any plans that cover frequent bat invasions and waterfall damages, do you?
No.
Jeez! That was rude. I guess I'll try State Farm then. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Hello? Is this Jake from State Farm?
BS as this, at least this side of the room knows, my name is Jake Smith, which is legally the most boring name on the face of the planet. I've had people not believe me. I'm like, I'm Jake Smith, and they're like, okay. It's like if someone walked up to you and said their name was John Doe, you'd be, really? Like my name is so boring that if I was found murdered on the side of the road with no wallet or no ID, they'd take me back to the morgue and just look me over and he's too young to be a John, and he's not a Jane. Let's put him under Jake Smith. I'm graduating at the end of this semester, which is why we decided to do this, because no one can make fun of us if we're gone. When I first came to college, I noticed something interesting, that within the first 1 to 2 weeks of being in college, or in the dorms, I was in justice, which is like being in Iraq. It's a threat to your health on several levels. I noticed within being there for 2 weeks or so, that all the girls suddenly got nose piercings. I mean, that's fine. I choose to wear this hat. You can choose to put stuff in your nose. But it's like they walked into their room and looked around and went, is that bed lofted? Oh yeah. I'm gonna get a ring right here. I'm gonna be different like everybody else. My high school friend decided to go into the Army right after he graduated high school. And he came back, he's at App this semester now, as a freshman, which is really weird because he's got like a sleeve of tattoos and like a full beard and he's ripped, but he's taking freshman social work classes. Yeah, so he'll go into class, like he told me the first day he was sitting there just reading his books, and this girl was coming in like, oh my God, Jennifer, it's gonna be so great, I'm gonna love college so much. There's a grown man in my class. But you know, he's a veteran, so he gets to go to the Veterans Center, and he doesn't really identify as a veteran very much. I don't think he thinks he earned it, and I don't think he earned it either, to be honest. He told me what he did over there. He went to Africa, and when you hear that, you're like, thank you for your service. But he filled bags of sand. I swear to you, that was his job. He filled bags of sand in Africa. So when he told me that, I was like, you do not deserve a 10% discount at Rack Room Shoes. You just didn't earn it. It's okay. He laughs at this joke too. You're not, making fun of America. It's fine. He was staying on my couch for a few weeks, and he was waiting to hear if he was going to get disability because he has a metal plate in his foot. And he can't really walk upright. His back's shaped like a question mark. The Army did a number on him, so he's fine making fun of him. So he found out he got disability on my couch, which is a really weird thing to be excited for, because he was just sitting on the couch and said, I got it! I'm disabled! I was like, yay! Should I applaud? I don't know. He was like, no, this is great, this is great. It means when I get that check, we're going to Dos Amigos. I was like, well, how did you get this? He said, well, I walked into the psychologist's office, and he sat down, and he looked at her, and he told me, he said this. He looked at her, I don't know, the Army's just showing me how pointless life is. And then he walked out, and then he said, the Army has shown me how pointless life is. The psychologist looked at him, He walked out and went, yeah, that ought to do it. And now we got margaritas. I am the oldest of two. My brother, he's at NC State right now. He graduated a year early from high school and graduated valedictorian of the class above him. So, and he's studying biochemical engineering, and I'm currently doing stand-up comedy. So, Mom has a favorite. She wears a lot more red than gold, but it's fine. So, my brother was very competitive with his grades. valedictorian that would have been was a girl named Emily, and she hated my brother. She just thought he skipped a grade just to beat her out, right? So on the day they were going to announce who got valedictorian, she woke up to my brother. He's my bigger little brother. He's like 80 pounds heavier. He was like 4 inches taller. So people like him more too. It's something about the state. So she walks up to him and goes, "Hey, I want you to know that I beat you. I don't care. I don't know why you think you can just jump a grade and be ahead of us, and that you're this important, but you're not. You're just a stupid fat kid from the country, and I got this. Go sit down." My brother has a tendency, he has his sense of humor like me, but he doesn't know when to not say things. So I was waiting the whole time to go, oh, he's gonna kill her. He's gonna say something mean. She's gonna cry. It's gonna be great. He didn't. He just smiled and went to his seat. They announced, and the valedictorian of the class of 2019 is Avery Smith. He stands up and walks to the podium to give a speech. And I was like, yeah, he was just waiting now to make fun of her in front of people. Smart. It's my evil brother. But he didn't. He walked up and went, "Thank you all for this prestigious honor. I am so happy to represent my class in this manner. Thank you." And stepped back. I was like, what? I've heard him say things that are like human atrocities to me over like a game of Halo. But he just like let this slide. I was not about to have it. So I went up to him afterwards, and as I was getting there, the girl walked back up to him and said, "Hey, look." That's what everybody does when they're about to apologize, but they don't want to. Look, he said, "Look, I don't know how you did this. I don't know how I didn't get it, but I'm sorry. Clearly, you deserved it. You worked hard. I'm sorry." And he leaned over, and I was like, "He's gonna be nice again. Here it goes. He's gonna be a good person." "I'm sorry." My brother looked at her, smiled, and "The next time you take a shot at the king, you best not miss." Oh! All right, thank you guys for listening to me. It's time for the real reason why you guys came here, not to hear Mr. Comfy, but to hear one of the best bands in the area. I present to you the Dune Sea.
Back and forth, door to door, nothing's changed, I feel the same. It's black and white, hidden in plain sight. The truth is covered in from my eyes. My circle needs your warmth, heart and soul, nothing's more. Mountains are this side I see the sunlight shine in your eyes. Standing back to you.
was fantastic. TJ, you want to start?
Yeah, so if you could just go online, tell them your names, your major. Wow, flashback to freshman year, icebreakers. But yes, please tell them your names and yeah.
Okay, our band's called the Dune Sea. I'm Spencer. I'm a freshman in the music recording and production program here at App. This is Jake. He's also a freshman.
Hello, brother. It's good to see you again.
And this is Aiden. He doesn't go here. He's our friend from home, from Greensboro. But yeah.
And how did you guys meet?
We went to the same high school in
Nice.
Greensboro.
When did you guys start playing together?
Jake and I have played together for a couple of years. Like 4 or 5, we've been in a few bands. None of them really took off, I guess, until this one. But yeah, we just played in different bands all throughout high school.
What do you think makes the Dune Sea special compared to the other bands you've been in? Yes.
I'm Jake, by the way.
Hello, Jake.
Hello.
Pleasure. I see you have a good hat game as well.
Oh, thank you. I'd say what makes the Dune Sea different is that we experiment with a lot of styles and different genres, and we're not really confounded to one specific sound. I guess we branch out a lot, would you say? Yeah. So let's say that's how we're mainly different.
So outside of this wonderful show, what's your best memory performing?
We played this house show. We played a few house shows, some around here, some in Greensboro, and one in Raleigh. Those are always really fun because either they're really chill or they get really crazy, and like sometimes the floor shakes at this one house, and that's always really fun.
Oh yes. Yes, I found my question. Guys, get ready. This one is pretty.
Please tell me the floor doesn't shake when you're doing like apartment shows too, because I may just have a band appear in my living.
No, not yet. Maybe one day.
Let's make it the most difficult question I'll ever receive. Would you rather be attacked by 50 chicken-sized elephants or one elephant-sized chicken?
Probably 50 small elephants. They would probably be easier to kick your leg or.
Yes, that's fair.
You answered that quickly. Have you thought of this before?
I mean, I always got to think of any possibility.
You have to be aware.
Yeah.
I feel like having 50 small elephants around you would be like 50 like odd-shaped dogs.
Yeah.
Like making very because their trunk sounds different when they're tiny.
Yeah.
It sounds kind of like a flute and a trumpet mixed together. See, I'm talking music. That's what I'm saying.
Ooh, this is a good one. If you could bring only one album on a deserted island, or a Dune Sea, if you will, what album would it be?
Could we all answer this?
Yes, please.
Okay. It's a hard one. I'll go next.
I'm Aiden, by the way. This is a hard question.
You didn't know they'd get harder. You were like, they're just gonna have this chicken and elephant question. This is silly.
I'd probably say just any Tame Impala album, man. They're all good. Just whichever one I get stuck with, I guess.
Answer.
Any Tame Impala fans? We were in college, so I figured there was like at least 2 of you.
Say maybe Is This It by The Strokes. It's an album I've listened to like so many times and it doesn't get old for me.
Nice.
I really like 21 Savage. He's really exciting.
Absolutely.
I love that you knew the answer to the chicken and elephant question like that. When you do with a favorite album.
Answer my bank account. Oh yes, if you could meet a famous person, rock star, or band in person, dead or alive, who would it be?
Probably.
Did you pass it down?
Okay, I'm gonna pass it.
I'd say maybe Julian Casablancas. He just inspires a lot of our music. I look up to him a lot.
I'd say probably Justin Vernon. He's cool, from Bonnie Bear. He's a cool producer, so I look up to him a lot.
Did you say it had to be a musician or it could be any famous person?
Any famous person, dead or alive?
Danny DeVito.
Yeah.
It's funny you should mention because he's right. He's not here.
I wish.
All right.
And final question, where can people follow you?
We have an Instagram at the Dune Sea Band, and we also have we're also on Spotify and Apple Music. Just look at the Dune Sea and you'll find us.
All right. Well, thank you guys. I know we asked you a bunch of very, very intense questions about elephants and albums.
Yes, I'm sorry about the chicken question.
No, it's okay.
So we are going to bribe the audience once again
All right.
to raise their spirits. So let's bring up the
Next
bribe.
raffle.
All right, you guys get to pick from the hat this time.
Ooh. Wait, is this the right hat?
Lord, I hope so.
Okay, it's got names on it, so I'm going to shuffle it.
Should I say it?
Yes.
Bianca Bartoluzzi.
No way! Come on.
You pronounced it perfectly, didn't you? Thank you.
No, you can just grab it.
Thank you.
Oh, congratulations.
Congratulations.
Yeah, Bianca.
All right. Here's me and TJ wanted to do this for a long time, and we're very happy to have you guys here. We're very happy to have these very talented people with us as well. So thank you all, and finally, the Dune Sea.
Breaking my back for you.
Night, and you can follow us at Apple Night Official on Instagram, or watch AppTV. Jesus, TJ. WatchAppTV.com or YouTube.com/AppTV. I've been Jake Smith. This is TJ Oleson. Thank you for coming to Apple Night. Have a great night.